Are we live? Hello, everyone, and here we are live. My name is Tamara Vorovos, and I am transmitting from Cali, Colombia, with lots of positive energy and good wishes to all of you that this practice may serve you well to get in your body, get moving, feel a little bit more fluid in your day and in your week. And from afar, just sending you all healthy vibes and just a lot of positive energy. My name is Tamara, and I am a yoga instructor with the campus, UC Davis Campus Recreation, and the LivingWell department. So we're here still supporting you, not only our UC Davis students on campus and all around from wherever you are, but also our staff and our community. And these videos are open to everyone, so please feel free to share and spread a little bit of love and movement throughout the world right now. Got to keep things moving. Can't stay stuck right now. So just got to let everything roll and keep breathing. So this class, I've been inspired recently to meditate on loving kindness. And I want this practice for us to be kind of like a prayer in movement to send this energy or this feeling of loving kindness, not only to the people that we know and our friends and our family who might not be with us right now, but also to people who we don't know, people who are far, or maybe even your neighbors, people that are probably having a lot of difficulty right now. And what better time right now than to practice loving kindness and becoming kind of like a radiator of this kind of positive energy to support everyone through a difficult time. So the term loving kindness, it comes from a genuine desire for wishing someone else or also ourselves to be well, to be free from suffering, to have all their needs met, to have love and support, to have what their heart really desires. And it's very easy to generate. You need to just close your eyes and tap into first the ultimate source of love, which is within you. And from finding that sense of kindness with yourself, then we can open up our hearts and stream it out into the world. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. For this practice, we'll need just yourself. Wear comfortable clothing. And if you have a yoga mat, lay it out just like this. Clear the space so there are no obstacles in the way. You might also like to have a towel or a blanket and a cushion, like this one. So go ahead and find a place to sit down. And you can sit either cross-legged or with your knees folded back. Use your cushion so that your hips, your sit bones are a little bit higher than your knees. I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit lower so that we can all see each other. Okay. Wonderful. Either cross-legged or with your knees folded back, which would be like this. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Reach your arms up and exhale. Release. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, floating the arms up. And exhale. Let's do 1 more. And take your head around in a big circle 3 times. Go the other way. And from center, take the shoulders back. Big circles, about 3 big shoulder circles. Now bring your hands to your knees and take your whole spine in a big circle. Moving from the hips all the way to the top of your head. Go the other way. Come back to center. And go ahead and interlace your fingers like this and bring them right to the top of your heart. You can just close your eyes and rest here. So right here from this center, this heart center, we're going to breathe and expand our chest. Take another deep breath here. Exhaling through your mouth. Close your eyes. Continue to breathe softly. And just feel the interconnectedness of your breath and the breath of all other sentient beings. It might not be so easy to feel that connection, but just imagine that the air that you're exchanging and you're breathing right now has also gone through the plants, the trees, the flowers outside. It's been recycled through forests and jungles. It's also been breathed or breathed by animals. It's also been breathed by our family, our friends. This same air that we breathe today has cycled many, many times and has also been breathed by our ancestors and those who have come before us. We are deeply connected to everything and everyone around us. There is no separation. The moment that you are put isolated in a crystal box, you will no longer be able to survive. So it is through our interconnectedness that we all sustain life, the web of life. So So we'll stay in silence for a few breaths. So you can really breathe and feel this interconnectedness with all other living beings on this planet through the air, the most basic form of life, the breath. Take a deep breath. Fill up your chest, fill up your lungs. Exhale through your mouth. With your next inhale, release your hands, reach up. And exhale to your center. Let's do this twice more. Circulating the air, sharing the breath of life with all other living beings on this planet. Go ahead and rub your hands, creating heat. And you can keep your eyes closed if you like to really feel the energy between your hands. So just barely feeling how the hands come close and apart. Sense the energy between them. And you can start to imagine that you're playing with an energy field between your hands, and you can mold it and move it, sense it, make it bigger, make it smaller. And you're going to take that energy and you're going to bring it to your body, to a place that needs more attention, a place that needs healing. And just give yourself a moment of self-loving kindness to just hold space for whatever you are feeling right now, whatever you are needing, whatever emotions are arising for you. And just give yourself that presence, as if you were supporting a friend and letting them know it's all going to be okay. Do that for yourself. One more big breath. And your exhale, release your hands. We did this, I think, last time. We bathed ourselves with these imaginary healing waters. So pretend that right in front of you, there's a beautiful pool of crystal clear, glistening water, and bathe yourself from head to toe in a gesture of blessing yourself, blessing your body, blessing all the wonderful things that sustain us, the food, the friends, the connections. Let's do one more. Self-blessing. All the way down the legs to the toes. And go ahead and stretch your legs out in front. You can go ahead and wiggle your knees out, your ankles, circle your toes. Circle in both directions. Lift one leg and circle and spread those toes, both sides. And go ahead and slowly come up to standing. You can leave the blanket or the towel right in the middle of your mat, because we'll need it to support our knees. And sorry about that. We're a little cut off here. Let's see, I'll move it back a tiny bit. Okay. All right. So this is all happening real time, no editing. Go ahead and breathe, extending the arms up. Exhale, arms wide. Stand with your feet as wide as your arms are. So see how wide my hands are? Straight down are my feet. So try to open up that wide. Inhale up. Exhale out. One more. Now go ahead and turn your toes out. Move this to the side. Turn your toes out and bend your knees. On the inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms. And on the exhale, bend the knees and sweep the hands down. Inhale up. Exhale. One more. This time, go ahead and round your back, touch the floor. Inhale, rise up. Let's do two more. Now to the side, turn to your left, sweep the hands up the leg, release. Exhale down, inhale out, and go side to side. Let's do one more to each side. And release. Bring your feet about hip width apart. Maybe a little bit wider than hip width apart. Make sure that there are no obstacles around you, that there's enough space to swing your arms. Bend your knees just a tiny bit. Try to keep your hips facing forward. And then swing your arms. And as you swing, make fists with your hands and tap your body. So in the front, you tap right here in the space between the shoulder and the chest. and in your back, just below the shoulder blade. And try to look all the way behind you. Don't be afraid to tap a little bit harder. And slowing it down. I'm going to stand sideways so you have a profile view of what we're going to do. Go ahead and we're going to make a wave with our body. So think about bringing your knees forward, then your hips, then your chest, and then your chin. Let the arms be loose. Knees, hips, chest, and chin. Creating a wave with your body. One more. And come back to the top of your mat. Tilt it down a little bit. I have a special guest. Here she is. She's doing her downward dogs too. All right, so we'll have our special guest with us. Go ahead and come onto all fours. And move your hips around in big circles. Go the other way. And coming back to center. On your inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, lift your belly, round your spine. Keep going. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Let's do two more. Plant your toes into the floor. Plant your fingertips into the floor. Spread your fingers. Keep your hands shoulder width apart and your feet about hip width apart. Lift your hips and come into downward dog. And it's okay to keep your knees bent and focus on extending the spine and reaching long through the arms. Deep breaths. Now with your inhale, come forward. And with your exhale, bend the knees and press your hips far back. Do this a few times. Inhale forward, round your back. Exhale, arch the spine, reach back. Keep going with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. And bring your knees down to the floor. Take your knees wide and come into child's pose. Feet together, knees wide, reach your arms forward. And let your forehead rest on the floor. Now, at any point, if the movements that we are doing are a little bit too strenuous, or you find yourself short of breath, please pause, come to child's pose, take a break, observe for a moment if you'd like, and then follow with us as you feel better. So none of these movements should be strenuous. We want to feel fluidity in our breath and in our body, a fluidity that comes with ease. And yes, as you practice more, you will build more strength and resistance to sustain these poses for longer periods of time or for more repetitions. But as you build up to that place, please remember to be kind to yourself and honor where you are right now and take care of yourself right now. And with your next inhale, come up to seated. Keep your knees wide. Side chi is still here demonstrating. Go ahead, and I want you to think about or feel that you are gathering wide with your arms as you inhale up. And as you exhale, bring your hands down right in front of your face and exhale, press it out. Inhale up, and then exhale, press. So it's a long exhale, long pressing the air out. Inhale up. This time we'll press the air out to the sides. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, press it out. One more. Now hold here. Hold, fingers pointing up. Press and reach through the heel of your hands. Extend as if you could extend the cords from the heart all the way out to the fingertips. And as we hold this position, feel like you're really breathing out through your heart and sending your energy out through your hands. Radiating powerful, loving kindness, powerful, good intentions for everyone, all beings around you. And go ahead and release. Come back to downward dog. Okay, now I'm coming out of frame, so I'm going to have to cut out our special guest a little bit. Oh, I have a better idea. Okay, this might be a better view. Again, sorry for the adjustments. This is all happening in real time. Okay. All right. So from downward dog, go ahead and lift your right leg up. Circle your foot, spread the toes. Bend the knee open. And exhale, step your right foot forward just outside your right hand. I'll show it in a front view. On your inhale, come forward, open the chest. On the exhale, take your hips back, lift and spread your right toes. Keep going with your breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more. Next time you come forward, squeeze your legs towards the midline and lift your arms up. Exhale, press the air out. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, send it out. One more. And go ahead and bring your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. If it's very far for you to reach behind, you can grab a towel. And I think I do have to tilt our little guest out of the scene so we can see better. So if you have a little towel with you, go ahead and hold behind like this. Roll the shoulders back, open the heart. Extend the arms behind you, and like a Care Bear, do you know the Care Bears? Radiate out through your heart all the good wishes, all the loving kindness to share with everyone, all beings, in all times and all spaces. And if it feels good, go ahead and bring your hips a little bit more forward. Bring your belly in towards your spine. Stay long. And take another deep breath here. And go ahead and release your hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees and take your hips back. Inhale forward, bring your hips to the floor, bring your chest to the floor, and ground your fingers strong into the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, down. Downward dog. Second side, take your left leg up, reach it tall, circle your ankle, spread your toes. And exhale, step it forward outside the left hand, lower the back knee down. Same as we did before. On your inhale, bring the hips forward, open the chest. On the exhale, take your hips back, lift and spread your left toes. And it's okay to keep this knee bent just a little bit. Let's do two more. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, open the chest. Exhale back. And coming forward, squeeze the legs in towards the midline so you have a good foundation to lift from. On your inhale, lift the arms, scoop it up. And on the exhale, press it out. Let's do two more. And go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back or grab your towel. Take the shoulders back, extend the arms, reach the heart forward. Bring your belly in towards your spine and lower your hips a little bit more. Deep breaths here, radiating out through your heart and into the world. Connecting through our breath to all sentient beings. One more big breath here. and release. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. And downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, hips back. Inhale forward, hips to the floor. And belly and chest to the floor. Take your hands a little bit wide outside your mat. And deep breath, lift the chest, open up the heart. Exhale down. Press back, and let's come into child's pose. This time, keep your knees together, and let your hands rest back by your feet, and lower your forehead to the floor. And stay here for a few breaths. Just allow your body to soften for a moment and surrender into the floor, surrender to gravity. Remembering to let this practice have a gentle effort. So it's not strenuous, but just soft effort. Go ahead and come back up. Keeping your knees close to each other. And you can keep a towel under the knees so it's supporting. Go ahead and take your left arm up and back. Reach for the floor. Find the floor behind you. Press your fingers into the floor. Inhale, lift the right arm. On your exhale, go ahead and change sides. Inhale to open up the top arm. Exhale, change sides. And keep going. Inhale to open. Exhale to change. And if this is feeling good and fluid, go ahead and add lifting the hips. Inhale to lift and expand the front body. Exhale to change. Getting into the fluidity of the breath. Moving in sync with your body. And let's do one more to each side. And find your cushion. And for this one, you might actually want to have more than one cushion. So I'm going to bring in a couple of pillows to demonstrate this. So depending on where your body is today and what feels good for you, you can use as many pillows as you like. So we're going to go ahead and hold for a few breaths in this reclined position with our knees folded back. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your knee flexibility, you can also place a pillow between your calves and your thighs. And then slowly come back. You can come down first to your hands and then to your elbows. And if this is still safe, lift the hips a little bit, bring the pubic bone forward, and then go ahead and take a few breaths here. Let the arms open up to the sides so the chest is opening and radiating out. Hold steady but soft. Let it be more a practice of letting go than of straining or holding. Let it be a practice of releasing, of letting into the breath and into the natural movements of the body. Take 2 more big breaths here. And slowly start to make your way up, coming first onto your elbows and then onto your hands. And come into child's pose. And for this child's pose, bring one of the cushions or pillows close into your belly. And you can keep your knees together, or you can open them up a little bit more, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Bring that cushion nice and tight into your belly, and go ahead and drape yourself over the cushion. And you can cross your arms, your forearms, and rest your forehead on your arms. Stay there for a couple more deep breaths. And slowly make your way back up to all fours. And go ahead and wiggle it out. Go in both directions. Whatever spinal movement feels good. And come into downward dog. Bring your knees back down to the floor. And I'll just show you the front view. Go ahead and come up to kneeling. And let's start with our left leg out. Go ahead and take your left leg out to the side. Your toes are pointing about same direction as facing forward. And your back toes, I recommend that they stay toes touching the floor so that you feel like you have a little bit more stability or control. And from here, inhale the arms out. And on your exhale, reach down your extended leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, reach now towards the floor. Inhale up. And exhale towards the extended leg. Keep going with your breath. Slow and controlled. Fluid with the breath. Let's do one more to each side. And let's hold here. Next time that your hand reaches the floor, hold here and reach the top arm far away. So you should be getting a nice lengthening of your side body. And slowly come back up. Now let's hold to the other side. Extend down your hand down your extended leg, only as far as it feels comfortable. And reach the free arm up and over so you find a nice lengthening now on your right side. And release that. Now come forward, so your hands are on the floor. And inhale the right arm up, so it's the opposite arm to the extended leg. Exhale, reach it under, try to touch the extended leg. And you can also walk the left hand that's on the floor, walk it closer towards your extended foot. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach under towards the extended leg. Keep going with your breath. Now go ahead and take your left hand as close as possible to the extended leg. Now if this leg is really killing you because you don't have the flexibility in the hamstrings, it's okay to bend it a little bit. Inhale, open the right arm. Exhale, reach under and catch your left ankle. And then we're gonna bring the right shoulder all the way down to the floor. And once we come all the way down to the floor, I just want to make sure that we have a good view. There's the doggy again. Right arm up, all the way under, catch the left ankle, bring the shoulder down, and now wrap the left arm around your low back. And you can grab your pants or you can grab your thigh and come into a twist. Now, very important in this pose is that you allow a lot of space between the ear and the shoulder. So the shoulder that's on the floor, don't let it crunch in towards your ear. Let there be a lot of space. It's hard to show it in the video. But just imagine when you bring that shoulder down, then let your your neck open up instead of crunching it together, create space. We'll breathe here for a couple more deep breaths. And slowly unwind. Come back to all fours and wiggle it out. You can also make circles with your hips in both directions. Whatever you need to wiggle it out and change sides. I'm going to take this a little bit more back. Okay. All right, second side. On your knees. This time, let's take the right leg out to the side. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, down and over. Keep going with your breath. And next time your hand comes down to the floor, keep it there and reach your right arm up and over. Your special guest is showing us how to properly do the downward dog. And come back up. Change sides. Reach up and over, finding a nice opening of the side body. And bring it back down. Coming onto the hands. I'm going to move a little bit more over to this side. So now the right leg is extended out. Take your right hand a little bit closer towards the right foot. Inhale, open the left arm. Exhale, reach under to touch the right foot. And keep going with your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach under and cross. You already know what's coming. We're going to reach for that ankle. Let's do one more. Reach that ankle. Reach that right ankle with the left hand and bring your left shoulder down to the floor. Opening space. See if maybe this time from this side you get a better or a different angle, a different view. So the idea is to reach for that ankle, lower the shoulder down, allow space between the shoulder and the ear, and then open up and wrap around. Now there is a little variation for this. If you cannot reach that ankle, grab that towel, wrap it around the ankle, and then you have a little bit more space to come down. There you go. Scratching is also important. And now you can wrap around. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Opening the shoulders, twisting in the rib cage, and also opening in the hips. This pose has it all. But at the same time, I want to invite you to not think about it as a place where you are straining, but a place where you are releasing, where you're letting go. So it's more about allowing space to open instead of pushing the space open. Allow it to come open. One more big breath. And release. Come back to all fours and wiggle it out. Come into downward dog and do a few movements here, whatever feels good and fluid in your body at this moment. While I check the time. So we're coming towards the end of the practice. So go ahead and release through downward dog. Come back down to your knees. And I want to share with you a loving kindness meditation. So go ahead and find a comfortable position laying on your back. And I highly recommend that you use your cushion under your knees. So this is what I recommend. That you open up the blanket. And then you bring your knees on top of the cushion. and relax back. And bring your hands, one hand to your heart center and one hand to your belly. And release there. And I will come closer and read you a meditation on loving kindness. We have here our special guest. This way. Now that you found a posture that helps you remain relaxed and alert, I will read you this meditation on loving kindness. And this is a wonderful book called Buddha's Brain. This is what I am reading right now. So if you're also looking for some really nice things to read during this time, Buddha's Brain by Rick Hansen and Richard Mendius. There it is. I'll write it down in the comments below. Close your eyes. I'm going to bring that a little bit closer. Be aware of the sensations of the breath in the region of the heart. Bring to mind the feeling of being with someone you love. Keep feeling that love. Sense that love flowing through your heart, perhaps in a rhythm with the breath. Feel how that love has a life of its own, flowing through your heart. Not specific to any one person. Sense your love towards the person you know well, your friends and family. Feel a generous, loving kindness flowing through your heart in rhythm with the breath. Feel that loving kindness extend farther outward towards the many people you know who are neutral to you. Wish them the best too. Wish that they suffer less, that they be truly happy. You may sense this loving kindness. You may sense this loving kindness like a warmth of light or like a spreading pool with gentle waves extending farther and farther to include ever more people. Feel your loving kindness reaching out to include even difficult people.